Yo, what's up guys? Jonathan here, and if you recently picked up a Galaxy S9 or S9 Plus, today I'm going to show you 5 really useful tips and tricks. And no, this video is not sponsored by Samsung because tip number 1 is how to disable Bixby. Now I realize some people out there may actually like Bixby. Maybe you find it useful, you guys got a thing, that's cool, but if you're not the biggest fan of Bixby or you're tired of accidentally triggering it, this is how you turn it off. So this is actually a 3-step process, and the first thing you're gonna wanna do is to swipe right to head over to Bixby land. Towards the top right, if you select the settings icon, this is gonna allow you to toggle off the Bixby key, so no more accidents. Next from there, you can tap those dots next to the settings icon. That's gonna allow you to dive into some additional Bixby settings. Towards the middle of the screen, this is where you can disable Bixby voice, so go ahead and toggle it off. We're almost there. Last step is to head home, slide over to the left, and then from there you can see there's a Bixby home button. Go ahead and toggle that off, and bam, Bixby is no more. So yeah, Bixby has been more frustrating than it has been helpful. That's how easy it is to get rid of it. Now next, at number 2, the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus have amazing displays, but out of the box, you aren't taking full advantage of them. Now this may have happened to you where you're watching YouTube, you go to settings to select the resolution and you see that it's capped out at 1080p and you ask yourself, I thought this was a 1440p display. It is, don't worry, don't freak out, but by default the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus are set to 1080p, so if you want to change that and maximize your resolution, head over to settings, display, resolution, crank that slider to the right to WQHD, hit apply, and your screen just got a little crispier. Now if you head back to YouTube, assuming the video is higher resolution, the 1440p option should now be available. Now from there, there's one more trick that you can use to enhance your viewing experience. Head over to settings, advanced features, and then all the way towards the bottom, there's something called video enhancer. When you flip this on, you can see which apps support it. Currently, it is a video player that is stocked with Samsung, Google Play Movies and TV, YouTube, and finally, Netflix. So what that's gonna do is give you a brighter and more saturated picture. It's not gonna always be better in every single situation, but it does work really well, particularly in lower light scenes. So you have to mess with this. Some situations it may look good, some situations you actually may prefer it off, but at least now you know where it is. So we went through those steps to maximize video, but a great video experience can easily be hindered by poor audio. And not that the Galaxy S9 audio is poor or bad by any means, but by default, Dolby Atmos is turned off, and here's how you turn it on. You're gonna wanna head to settings, select sounds and vibrations, scroll all the way down again. Samsung really likes to hide those features. We're gonna select sound quality and effects. Dolby Atmos is right there on the top, so go ahead and toggle it on. And now you have the ultimate viewing and listening experience on your Galaxy S9. Now next, and before anyone freaks out, yes, I realize Bluetooth 5.0 isn't new to the Galaxy S9 specifically, but it's still one of the few smartphones out there that has this feature, and that leads to something that I think could be really useful, and that's the ability to stream Bluetooth audio to 2 separate headphones simultaneously. Now if you're asking yourself, why in the hell would I want to do that? Maybe you're a couple that wants to listen to music together, maybe you got kids and they're watching something in the back seat. Now with this, they can share one screen but each have a pair of headphones, or potentially, maybe you got a neighbor that doesn't like you turning up music while you're watching something. Now you can watch something together, each have your headphones and have an amazing audio experience. But the thing is, by default, Samsung has this disabled. So from there, we're gonna head over to settings, connections. First, make sure Bluetooth is on. Once it is, go ahead and select that. And then towards the top right-hand side, those 3 little dots, tap that, select dual audio. And then from there, it's gonna give you the ability to toggle it on or off. In this case, we wanna toggle it on. Now, if that sounds awesome and you wanna take advantage of that, but you have yet to jump into the Bluetooth headphone world, I'll go to link a few of my favorites, all under $100 down in the description. Next from there, one of the biggest features of the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus is 960 FPS slow motion video, but there are a couple downsides. One, it only captures those high frame rates in really short bursts, so it's not gonna be useful for most everyday situations. And 2, it's only capturing that video at 720p, so you're not getting the highest resolution and you need a ton of light to really make it look good. So if not, chances are it's gonna look like you shot it with a potato. So conversely, a more useful feature on the Galaxy S9 is going to be 240 FPS slow motion video at 1080p. It's higher resolution, you need less light, but by default, you would have no idea that it's there. This one you really, and I mean really, have to dive deep into the menus to find. In the camera app, head over to settings. Instinctively, you probably want to head over to video size to select the frame rate, but nope, it's not there. You actually got to scroll down. Right below common, you want to select edit camera modes, then select the rear camera. Once again, all the way towards the bottom, you want to select that check mark and that will enable slow motion video. That way, when you head back to the camera app, if you swipe to the left, you're going to see super slow-mo video, AR emoji, hyperlapse, and then finally slow motion video. That's going to be 240 FPS at 1080p. So enough of my stupid faces. The last tip was actually inspired from a Samsung commercial where they use Pro Mode and long exposure on the Galaxy S9 to essentially paint with lights. Also, huge shout out to my buddy Brighton for helping me put this shot together. He's a really talented photographer, so make sure you guys check him out. I will link his Instagram down below. Also, to give you an idea of how dark it was, here's me walking around with steel wool on fire. Please, please, please do not try this at home. A much safer alternative is going to be the flashlight on your smartphone. So to do this, 1, you're gonna need to be in a really dark environment, and 2, enter the Pro Mode on your Galaxy S9 camera app. From there, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is slide your shutter speed all the way up to 10 seconds. You will though absolutely need some sort of tripod or way to mount your phone, because if you try to go handheld, it's gonna turn out like a mess. Next though, from there, you're gonna wanna slide your ISO down to its minimum setting, in this case 50. It might seem a little dark, but trust me, with a shutter speed that long, it's gonna capture a ton of light. Now, a couple really useful small tips is 1, use manual focus, that way the camera is not hunting and searching for the object. And then 2, make sure to use the timer, that way once you hit the capture button, you're gonna minimize any chance of accidentally shaking the camera. So it's kind of crazy to see what you can do with a smartphone camera. I posted this on Instagram and a lot of people thought it was a DSLR. For reference, here's a couple behind the scenes looks at shots that were actually taken on a Canon 5D Mark IV. Definitely impressive and for sure better when you compare it next to the Galaxy S9, but still it's kind of crazy what we can capture today on a smartphone. Aside from that, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe drop a like, maybe subscribe if you haven't yet. Also, if you want a chance to win your own Galaxy S9, make sure you guys check out this video here or in the link below. This is Jonathan, and I will catch you guys later.